Hi and welcome to this Virgo 2025 March bonus reading. I am excited that you're here with me today or whenever you find this video. This is a reading for all Virgo placements or people who just are drawn to this video, and I'm always saying I'm not an astrologer. I don't believe in astrology, but I do not believe in astrology. I use astrology to interpret the cards on a little bit of a deeper level and find more connections. And also, of course, because the cards are historically linked to astrology, and therefore there's a lot of things to find in that symbolism as well. So yeah, let's check out what's going on for you in March, what we can find, what we can discover, what we can explore within ourselves. So let's see. Nice. The Knight of Wands. I want to say I have the planetary overview here, so it's like I do look at the stuff that's going on, just, you know, why not? We do have eclipse season, and we do have a new moon and full moon cycle. So it is a big deal, and the full moon this time is in Virgo. So for you it is even a bigger deal, probably on March 14th, and this is around the time where I'm doing this reading, so you might already feel how things get a little intense. It is, you know, it is interesting. Before I started this reading, I was channeling like my own insecurities in a way that kind of brought me to a Virgo connection, where I was like, you should have done this better in the reading that I did before, or should have done this better, or this was not ideal. You know, it was just like being very, very perfectionist about what I did in the previous reading. And I was like, oh, okay, this is already coming up. The Virgo thing is already coming up. But it is about taking action and about doing the things that you really want to do, probably, and to really feel confident about it. The Knight of Wands is a lot about confidence and about really going for it, just doing it, going into action, being motivated, being inspired, taking inspired action, as in, you know, manifestation teachings, like not just working for the sake of working, but taking inspired action, working for the sake of, or action for the sake of action. And working would more be, in this case, it's also a little bit of a fire energy, but it would more be the Prince of Wands, but we here have the Knight of Wands. So a very beautiful card if you really want to, you know, make things happen for yourself and really break free. Maybe it's a very active breaking free card. Maybe break free of some maybe a dull phase or an uninspired phase. And it's also a card of spring in a way for me, because it's March and it's fire, and it's also, it has a little bit of an Aries energy to it. All right, Five of Swords. I need more context. Here is the card of spring. There you go. The Three of Wands. That's exactly the what I was referring to. Sun in Aries. As you can see, we have here a sun sign, and here down there it's the symbol for Aries. Three of Wands. So yes, this is really about drawing in the new zodiacal year, and it is really about going into action and letting your vision unfold by taking steps, and also pausing and looking at what's the next step to take, or what's also starting to happen by you making decisions. Decisions can also mean just decisions, you know, sometimes not acting is also acting, if you know what I mean. Sometimes not taking a step is also doing a thing, making a decision. And in this case, though, I feel like that we're really attacking a sense of defeat within ourselves and not letting it hold us back, because the Five of Swords is a card that often is referred to as defeat, but this type of defeat is more like a mental defeat. It's like it could even be a defeat within ourselves that is helping us to move forward, where we're like just really completely shutting down parts of ourselves in mostly in our minds that are trying to hold us back, that are trying to restrain us, that are trying to constrict us, that are trying to sabotage us, or that are trying to constantly keep us in this very brutal fight of right and wrong. You know, it's like where there's just one truth that is able to exist, or just one way of doing things, and that is a little bit of a Virgo thing, I think, even though this is an air card. But I think Virgos can refer to as in having a very strict sense of order in some ways, you know, in like how things are supposed to happen or be. And I think this is getting a little less strategically planned out, and a little more just learning by doing type of, it's going into that direction. The Knight of Wands is not so much somebody who needs to learn so much about how to do things, because he's seen a lot and he knows how to do things, so he has a certain attitude and a certainty and a confidence to go just go do the things. And yeah, and he might be this whole motivation, this whole like it is very much like an entrepreneur energy. The Knight of Wands will overshadow, I think, the intellectual sort of battles that have, of course, their points. It's not that having those conversations with ourselves or others, you know, and figuring out what is possible, what is not possible, and what is absolutely not possible, and what we have to cut out. Those things are necessary and important, but they cannot hold us back from just going into action. And I think this is what we're trying to overcome here in this reading. All right, I think that's all for here. It might be helping you with the Four of Cups also to really isolate a little bit and go explore how this type of mental discrimination, in a sense of cutting out things, feels and makes you feel, and giving yourself the luxury of allowing yourself to emotionally experience, which would be the Four of Cups. Because out of this, I think the inspiration might evolve. This is a card for me where very often it's a card of luxury, emotional luxury, where very often out of over satiety and a little bit of boredom even, we get inspired again to take action, because where we are at is just becoming too comfortable and a little too boring. That's a kind of a complex reading. I'm surprised that there is no major arcana, because it is an eclipse season reading. So let's see what this is relationship-wise. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be a romantic relationship. This other person. The World card in the reverse. Maybe you're dealing with a Leo, because I just had a Leo reading where Leo had the World card in reverse on their side. Yeah, somebody is also in the process of wrapping things up for themselves, whatever that means. You know, it doesn't necessarily mean trying to get away from you. It's more like somebody is aware that they've reached a point in their life where there is a major shift coming in, or a major emancipation, development into a new level of doing things. And it's not quite complete, you know, it's not quite completed, the process. King of Wands. For some reason, this is again King of Wands. For some reason, this is very still attractive to you. You're very attracted to this. I hope you're not, I mean, why not? Of course, we can also be attracted to the unfinished in a person, or the imperfect. And probably that's not even a bad thing for Virgo to just be fascinated by that, or fascinated. It seems like you're very fascinated by a person on how they wrap things up, whatever that means. You know, it's an oracle message. And it's kind of cute, you know, it's a cute adoration of the unfinishedness of a person's world. It's very strange. Maybe you want to help somebody reach another level. Maybe you're inspired to take action to help them wrap things up, because it's like the finishing, it's like they're nearly there, you know. And I feel like this is, it doesn't really feel like you know, any bad intention is happening here. I think there's really you having a strong desire and a strong urge to help somebody make something happen, which is beautiful. I love it. Because this person is so, I think, very accomplished already. It's like when we arrive at the World card, it's like a big journey, you know. We've come very far. This person has come very far, and it's just about the last like switch to really step into this new thing. King of Cups, yeah. This is beautiful. And the Three of Wands is here again. Look at that, same thing. So this might interact a lot. Your personal life right now, or your personal perspective is interacting a lot with your relationship life right now, which is not always like that in the readings, but this time it's just very synchronistic with the two King of Wands and the Three of Wands. Wow, very a very in tune energy here in this reading. I love this because you do have a vision for yourself and this another person, or maybe more people, but I think one other person is very much in it. And I think they just need a little push to finish up their stuff. And this little push, I think you can give them. You're both very emotionally mature doing this with the King of Cups. Very, very balanced, very, very evolved, very capable of emotionally reacting to this in a very grown-up way. I love this. This could really be about, you know, if you're in a relationship, maybe there is a move, or maybe there is something where you really start a new chapter with this person, and it's just this person has some things to take to just wrap up. I don't know why that word is constantly getting into my mouth. It's like wrapping up things. So you can, and I feel like really both move forward into that vision that you have for each other. And this shared vision, and it could really be something emotionally much more evolved and grown up and secure than it used to be. This is really mastering a level of emotional stability, which is the King of Cups. We have the numbers 6 and 9 here. 5 for some reason. Maybe that's for you a sign. 6 and 9, I do think this could be, you know, the way these 6 and 9s are coming out here, and you can see this in these beautiful cards that you can find the cards in the description box, like everything else that you need to know. The 9 here and could indicate, you know, when we go to the 9s in the tarot, maybe like a sense of close to completeness. The 10 is the full picture, and the 9 is like it's quite accomplished and established within yourself, and the 10 is often when we are able to share the energy also in the outside world. So it's interesting that this 9 is going to this side of the picture, which is this other person in my reading, and the 6 is going to your side, and the 6 is a card of balance, success, of really beauty. It is the middle pillar in the tree of life. It's beauty, it's success, it's a great attitude towards life. It's really achieving a balance of elements. It is amazing. So it's really like you're coming from a very balanced place to, I feel like, support another person to really finish up something that they need to be finishing up. But everybody is very mature about it. It's really beautiful. Maybe there is more people involved, maybe there is little people involved, maybe there is kids involved, because I just see this in this picture. It's so cute. This deck is so adorable. I love it so much. It's a phantasmagoric theater tarot. But yeah, you can find that in the description box. Well, Virgo, thank you so much. This looks like a very beautiful time to really live relationships in a very next level type of way, in a very balanced and very positive and very mature type of way, and at the same time fulfilling, because the King of Cups, he has a full emotional rich life. So yeah, that's definitely coming out here in the cards. So thank you so much for being here. Oh yeah, I want to say also I have a couple of zodiac signs coming out here. I just want to address real quick, which is Cancer. For some reason I just really wanted to say Cancer, because the King of Cups and the Moon in Cancer here with this 4 of Cups card, and I have the Aquarius that I did not mention. So yeah, maybe that's just another additional sign for you. So yeah, thank you so much for being here, and please like, subscribe, comment if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet. Check out my social media, check out all the other stuff that I'm doing. I'm an artist, I'm a musician. I also do tarot card readings for nearly a decade now, which is crazy. No, I'm a little bit exaggerating. It's 2017, but it's quite some time. So yeah, check out all you need to know in the description box, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.